Let's go over the Star Wars sequel trilogy, Disney, and the characters of Han, Leia, and Luke. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, as you all know, in The Force Awakens, we witnessed the death of Han Solo. In The Last Jedi, we witnessed the death of Luke Skywalker, and in Episode 9, Leia was supposed to have a huge role, at least when Colin Trevorrow was involved. As for what J.J. Abrams is doing, we have no idea, at least when it comes to General Leia. We've heard that she won't be in it at all whatsoever, no CGI, no actress replacing her, none of that apparently. But looking past all of that, Disney actually never intended to have the trio together again, not in The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, or even Episode 9. And this was all due in part is because they wanted each of these characters to have a big role in each movie. Han was supposed to be big in The Force Awakens, in which he was. Luke was supposed to be big in The Last Jedi, which he was as well. And in Episode 9, Leia was to be a huge character and big to the plot. So looking at all of this in the three movies, Disney actually didn't want to bring all three of them together because they wanted to give each character of the original trio from the original trilogy to have their own spotlight in each movie. Now, looking past all of that, you guys may recall what Michael Arndt had planned for the original script of The Force Awakens. I don't know if you guys remember this interview, but it's real interesting stuff for sure, and he had this to say. Early on, I tried to write versions of the story where Rey is at home. Here, her home is destroyed, and then she goes on the road and meets Luke. And then she goes and kicks the bad guy's ass, Arndt said via EW. It's just never worked, and I struggled with this. This was back in 2012. Apparently, the issue was Luke's presence was always upstaging everyone in the script. It just felt like every time Luke came in and entered the movie, he just took it over, Arndt continued. Suddenly, you didn't care about your main character anymore because, oh, Luke Skywalker's here, I want to see what he's going to do. Now, additionally, Mark Hamill actually really wanted the trio to get back together again, and what he had to say multiple times really does, give you a nice, vivid vision of what could have been in The Force Awakens or even in The Last Jedi. And Mark Hamill had this to say: it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of two characters that know him, 20 minutes? Mark Hamill goes on to state, now remember, one of the plots in the earlier films was the telepathic communication between my sister and me, so I thought Carrie will sense that Han is in danger and try to contact me, and she won't succeed, and in frustration she'll go herself. He continues to say, then we're in the situation where all three of us are together, which is one of my favorite things in the original film. When we were on the Death Star, it's just got a fun dynamic to it, so I thought it would have been a more effective and still feel this way. Though it's just my opinion that Leia would make it as far as she can, and right when she is apprehended, maybe even facing death, ba-boom, I come in and blow the guy away, and the two of us go to where Han is facing off with his son, but we're too late. So what I love about that and what Mark Hamill's ideas were for the trio getting back together again in the sequel trilogy, specifically The Force Awakens, is that yes, it would have had that fun dynamic in the original trilogy. I think that that's one of the missing pieces in the sequel trilogy, is that we didn't get to see Han, Luke, and Leia all in one room or environment, right? Or on a mission. However, at the very least, we got Luke and Leia and that reunion at the very end of The Last Jedi, so I'll give it that. However, looking at the big picture here though, it's kind of sad knowing that, we'll never be able to see both Han, Luke, and Leia all together once again. But who knows, maybe they can do something in the future in the form of a comic book or a book, you never know. Anyways guys, drop a comment below, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments section. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night